So literally, when I was about 17, I started doing the elliptical because we had a big ass elliptical in our apartment for some reason. And I was like, oh, can I use that? Let's put it right in the middle of the living room. And what I would do is listen to music and I would go on the elliptical for half an hour or 40 minutes. I don't remember. Did that, I honestly don't know. I think it was 2 or 3 times a week. Then, about a year ish later, started college and I started using the treadmill to do this hit thing. So I would run on there for about 9 or 10 minutes. Going super fast for minute two, walking next minute, going medium, going up and down. Because I was trying to maximize fat loss and confuse my body because I was fucking stupid. Didn't know what I was talking about when I was, still early on. Then I figured, this is really hard. It only takes me 9, 10 minutes to do this. So I figured I should do something else afterwards. There's all this gym equipment here. So let's get into strength training of some kind. Let me use a bunch of machines. Let me just do whatever. Do the ab thing, do the leg, whatever. Then I started this program called Jason Blaha's 5x5 Ice Cream Fitness, which was essentially using barbells, doing the big movements in barbells, overhead press, chest press, rowing, deadlifting, squatting. I didn't know how to do barbell squats or overhead pressing with barbells at that time, so I did not do that. I used dumbbells. I did not feel safe doing the other stuff with barbells, so I changed it with dumbbells, and it was great. The pattern was the same, and I got pretty strong doing that. Then I started to run a bit on the track and the gym as well. In addition to, or rather, I think I switched the elliptical treadmill stuff from that to running around the track a bit. Then this was near the end of my weight loss because at a certain point I figured out, hey, nutrition matters. So I lost a bunch of weight, and then they basically locked the doors on the gym. I started going to my college's gym even after I graduated. I was trying to, but then they put a keypad on it, and it was only allowed for people who were on a sports team. And the other one, they made a new gym for just normal students, and you needed an ID to get in. And I'm like, fuck, I don't have one. I guess I can't go to this gym anymore. Whoops. So what I would do is there was another college right next to me. I'm talking like 2 blocks away. And I would go into the college campus, go down there. They had a shuttle bus. I pretended to be a student. They never checked. I just walked in. Yep, I'm a student. They take the shuttle all the way down, a couple miles down, close to the main train in New York City, the one train. From there, I would walk about 10, 15 minutes to Blink Fitness, and that's where I would work out. And then I would have to, of course, walk back to that shuttle at a certain time, wait next to the Burger King, be mad at it because that's the exact Burger King that my parents brought me to when they were, bringing back custody of my sister and I because they were divorced and got me really fat. So fuck that Burger King. And the shuttle brought us all the way back to the campus, and I walked home. But at the gym itself, I would do bodybuilding stuff. I would do today's arm day or whatever. So I would do 3 exercises for biceps, 3 for shoulders, 3 for whatever. It's a lot of shit. And whatever. That wasn't very effective. Then a year later, from Blink, by the way, I started working at Blink shortly after I started going to it. And a year after I started working at Blink, I went to Equinox, and they had a lot of people who were pretty knowledgeable. So I started working more in terms of patterns instead of just, oh man, here's one one little muscle group. Let me do a bunch of exercises for it. Fuck that. Focus on patterns. Push, pull, knee dominant, hip dominant, core, anti-rotation, anti-flexion, stuff like that. Where it's the movement itself that matters, not the specific exercise or the specific equipment. It didn't matter. When I was in Blink doing that bodybuilding shit, the 3-4 exercises per muscle group, that is, I think, the time where it was getting close to 2 hours. I think it was only an hour and a half, my longest time in the gym, honestly. When I went to Equinox and started thinking more in patterns, eventually I just got to a point where I was just barbell squatting, barbell deadlifting, chest pressing, overhead pressing, barbell rowing, And that was kind of it. I like each day I'd basically do okay, squatting is the heaviest one today. And when I'm doing the other stuff, they're gonna be lighter. And the next time I would do it, okay, rowing is gonna be the heaviest thing today. The other movements are gonna be easier. Though I think that also took a while. Never 2 hours, but maybe an hour and a half or so. And then basically I got to a point after COVID, the gyms were closing, and I got stopped of hitting my. I was at 395 pounds for a deadlift. I was trying to get to 400, but gyms closed, and then yeah, that happened. So gyms opened back up again. I tried to hit 395 again, but I got weaker. So I worked my way back up to 395, and I'm like, I don't know if I care. And then months later, I'm thinking, man, I'm still young. I really want to break 400. So let's try. I had to work my way back up, man. My deadlift dropped. It was like 355 or something at that time, maybe 335. I had to work my way up over months. And then I hit 405 in, I don't know how long it was, but 4 or 5 months later or something like that. I don't know. Some months later, 3 to 5. I think 4. And it felt great. I did 405, and I think, you know what? I think I could probably do 415. But then I realized, like, why? Who gives a shit? It's just going to be numbers up forever. And there's no disrespect for people who work for strength. Strength is fun. It's really cool to have the numbers go up. But for me, I was thinking, I don't know, I kind of need something more. Like, I don't really care about the numbers going up so much. I don't really give a shit. So I changed more towards using kettlebells and body weight stuff and working on handstands, single arm push ups, pistol squats, fun stuff like that, using kettlebells for other things, dumbbells for some things. And still, never 2 hours. All of that helps me maintain an active lifestyle and encourage me to eat properly and not gain a shit ton of weight again. So you notice everything I said is super different. Like I started off doing ellipticals, I ended up doing fucking one arm push ups and swinging kettlebells around, right? Vastly different things. The weight loss still took. So my point is the way you exercise is not super duper important. As long as you focus on patterns, you will be well rounded. But in terms of weight loss, the exercise ain't that important. I'm gonna be real with you. It's mostly the intake.